Hi, I'm Will Todd. I'm a British composer of choral music. I also work a lot in theatre with opera, and I'm a jazz musician. And I'm very happy to be talking to you.
I'm David McConnell. I've been the artistic director of Voices Chorale, New Jersey for 4 or 5 years now. And we're particularly happy about this concert because this is the first time we've gotten to work with a composer sort of in residence. So I'm very excited about that.
It's always interesting when people express interest in your work because, first of all, you're very happy as a writer. Of course, you're happy because people are interested in your music. Some of the music uses jazz elements, some of it does not. I'm never quite sure when I first get to know people, which of my music they are interested in. And what was wonderful about meeting David was that I knew immediately that I was dealing with someone who had the ability to take in this range of styles and have a range of interests musically. And for me, that makes a relationship very strong musically because it's nice when you feel someone gets you and sort of understands the different aspects of your music. The jazz carols came about because I was doing a lot of work at St Master in the Fields, which is the church on Trafalgar Square. If you've ever visited Trafalgar Square in London, it's got these beautiful Roman columns in front of it. I've loved working there, and I've done a lot of jazz events there using pieces like my Jazz Missa Brevis and my Mass in Blue. And about 7 or 8 years ago, I think it was, Andrew Eris, who is the director of music there, said to me, "What would you feel about doing a Christmas event where we'd have your trio sing jazz arrangements of carols?" And I said, I think that would be great. It was just an opportunity each time I took a carol to think about harmonizing them slightly differently, but just finding a way that I could integrate the jazz harmonies to give it an effective underpinning, which is slightly different from the normal ways that you might have heard them. And the fact that people are now doing these carols in other places is particular joy to me.
I think when I planned it in the early summer, I had two things in mind that I wanted to do, that Vaughan Williams that we're doing, folk songs for the four seasons. And I wanted to do it over this coming year. And I wanted to do fall and winter now, and then spring and summer next term. And then I knew we were going to have Will. And so I wanted to do some of his music. I wanted to make sure you got to see a variety of his works, both in the jazz mode and the more classical mode. I found other texts that, not being strictly Christmas, but more holiday oriented, and settings that explored that time of year. Will's Spring Light has such an extrovert brilliance and happiness about it. So I'm really kind of happy with the blend and the eclecticism of it. We're not gentle with each other, and we don't exchange ideas gently or respectfully nearly as much as we need to. If the singers and the audience come away with the ideas that more gentleness and kindness and respect for one another is needed, if those threads are drawn out of our music making, I would be thrilled with that. Loving is what we're really called to do.